I'm NASA scientist Norton. I've been studying climate change over these past few years, and I can conclude that in the past year 2016, our Earth has heated up a whole degree Fahrenheit. Ever since NASA released a statement saying that the Earth had heated up a full degree in Fahrenheit, scientists and most humans have been questioning what's the main reason for this heating. The scientific community is split 50-50. Half of the scientists believe that human-generated greenhouse gases are the real reason for climate change. The other half of scientists conclude that climate change is a naturally occurring process that's been happening for billions of years before humans were even around. Based upon my studies, I can conclude that climate change is something that occurs without human influence. Let's go check it out. The impact humans have on the Earth's climate is too small to substantially change the planet. Scientists have been able to prove that climate change is naturally occurring. Let's go see what Dr. Patrick Moore has to say about this. Dr. Moore, can you please explain to me what the human influence on climate change is?
Correlation, but low evidence to support the direct causal relationship between CO2 and the global temperature through the millennia.
That's so interesting. So can you conclude that the warming of the climate is a natural process?
Scientific proof that the human emissions of carbon dioxide are the dominant cause of the minor warming of the Earth's atmosphere.
Did you know that rising levels of atmospheric CO2 don't actually lead to global warming? This actually contradicts the core thesis that humans are the reason for climate change. That human-generated greenhouse gas emissions are the reason for climate change is based off faulty graphs and misleading science. Here are a few graphics for you to check out. Image makes it look like only human-generated greenhouse gas emissions become trapped. However, both natural and human-caused become trapped in the atmosphere. Graph makes it look like humans contribute much more to global warming. However, that is proven false by science. The main explanation for these heating and cooling periods are the Milankovitch cycles. Those are going to be further explained by scientist Orlemans. Let's go see what she has to say. So what can you tell us about the real reason for climate change? The Earth's most common mechanism for climate change are the Milankovitch cycles, which are variations in the Earth's orbit and the change in distance from the sun, which spur ice ages and subsequent warming. Oh, hey there. Linton released a statement which was about a study that was conducted between 2002 and 2011. The study concluded that about 26% of the human-created greenhouse gas emissions were reabsorbed by the oceans. This further proves that the Earth is capable of accommodating the human emissions into the atmosphere. There have been multiple claims that humans are the reason the Arctic ice cap is melting. But answer me this. Back when the ice ages occurred, the Earth was capable of freezing over and then melting all by itself. So how come now that we've been industrializing, we believe we're the reason that the ice cap is melting and that it's not a natural process? There are more than 1,000 scientists who disagree that human activity is the primary cause of climate change. The Earth has been around for approximately 4.5 billion years, and humans have only started to industrialize in the past 200 years. So there's no way that humans could have as big of an impact in such a short period as scientists claim that they do. The primary cause of global climate change are the natural processes that the sun goes through and natural landforms like volcanoes, which release mass amounts of carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. NASA says that on average, volcanoes emit between 130 and 230 million tons of carbon dioxide per year. NASA conducted a study which concluded that every 11 years, the maximum amount of sunspots turned into a minimum, which means the fluctuation in sunspots are the main reason for the Earth's heating. Climate change has been one of the most heavily argued topics over the past few years. We can conclude that human activity is too small to substantially change the Earth's global temperature. However, naturally occurring sunspot fluctuations, the Milankovitch cycles, and natural landformations like volcanoes are the primary driver of the climate change that is occurring today. Climate change is a naturally occurring process that humans do not participate in. I'm Sandra Peters, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.